I just want to say glory to God. God brought me through a lot. He let me choose how I was going to be woke up because I was asleep for so long, part of the world, working hand in hand with the devil, not even realizing it. So I was an atheist for so long. So, I just believed in what's coincidence. Everything was like a coincidence. So, like, the Lord, He's not going to force Himself on you. So, I wasn't able to wake up because I chose not to see certain things because of I would put a wall up such as like I know that there's no God or whatever. I know that there's no devil. And so yeah, it kept me from seeing like reality. yeah. So through the depths of things I went and I wanted answers as to why my son died. Um, and the Lord would flash back and bring things back because we're not meant to forget things, right? We should definitely forgive. And with Christians, it's not a choice, it's not an option. But to forget, we're not meant to forget either. And I just think often on how it wasn't meant for me to sue the state. The state has immunity on natural death, even though they wrote something off as natural and it wasn't natural. Um, but our choices affect our kids. So it matters what we consume in all aspects. And God is always bigger. My friend Tiff says that, you know, and it's true. Um, there's many different ways to heal, and God gives us that knowledge, and we meet other people that God gave them certain instructions on how to heal certain things as well, to purge our bodies of things that we've consumed that are ungodly, um, unnatural, synthetic, all that kind of stuff that's not blessed. So my ministry is about protecting your temple and about being aware of what you consume. Um, not like you'll go to hell if you don't, or, it's not about a salvation issue or anything like that, but it's about protecting your temple. It's about, so it's about a conversation. It's about knowledge that God has given me, and I have to stay under the shadow of the Almighty, you know, um, under His wings, and do what He wants me to do and say what He wants me to say. Um, we got to do that if we want to preserve our life anyway, so we can end our life earlier than what God intended. And He knows if we're going to do that or not, or what choices we're going to make or not. And of course, we're all not going to be 100% sticking to His will. It's a choice every single day. You know, um, so I definitely pray to do that. Um, but yeah, it's about having a conversation. Here, this season for me, this month has been realizing that even though I know this, it has to be said certain times. Like certain things have to be said again by other people around you to receive it. Even though you might know the information, we still need reminders of things. So, such as we can put the information out there, but it's up to them to receive that, you know. And so it's about having a conversation such as, um, if bioengineered food, lab created stuff is unnatural, which unnatural is not natural, and God is natural. So it's against God. Um, anyways, and the enemy copies everything that the Lord does equally. So we have equal choice in right and wrong, or in good and bad, I mean. Right and wrong, same thing. Um, so when it comes to what's synthetic, artificial, unnatural, all that, that's not blessed. That's not, you're not putting like regular stuff in a regular body, so it's going to be irregular. Um, but it's about a conversation such as when you when you know something's like we know inherently that it's bad to hurt ourselves and hurt others, and so when it comes down to it, going into something blindly, it's still our choice, you know. Just like I still had a choice. It didn't make it right that I didn't believe in God and didn't believe in the devil. It didn't make that reality. It just kept me deceived. Um but going in blindly to something, like everything has a warning label. Sin has a warning label. Things like that, like things that are bad for us have a warning label. There's always like, you know, um a warning label. There's an ingredient label or whatever. Um and the Lord lets us choose. So when it comes down to like having a conversation with someone, um, and some more in depth than others, letting them be aware of what the stuff even is and to maybe question what the stuff is. Um, and then, later on, then if they know that it's bad and they do it, then it's deliberate, causing harm on themselves. Um, but it's about our kids are affected by it. Our kids watch us, and I know some, if we don't inherently, like if we don't care for ourselves and love ourselves, which our kids teach us that too, and other people around us teach us that, and um, then we don't get to that point to where we see that it matters, you know, and what we do affects others and all that, because people are always watching other people, you know. So, okay, God bless y'all.